Hey everyone, it's May, and today I'm going to review 6 different products used for easy post-messy nail art cleanup to help answer your burning questions. Which peel-off product should you buy? Or should you even buy one at all? This is the ultimate peel-off face-off. Let the games begin. I'm going to do the exact same basic gradient nail art with all 6 of these products to level out the playing field, and you'll get to see exactly how all 6 measure up. Remember how we used to, or maybe you still do, rely on the acetone and angled eyeliner brush method to clean up the edges of your nails? There's a much better solution out there, so you don't have to worry about the stupid mess caused by gradients, stamping, or water marbles. Please don't ask me to make a water marble tutorial. I'm not going to do it. I'll be making just a simple gradient today using the new Pop-tastic Pastel Neon Collection by Color Club. I couldn't decide which few colors to use per nail, so I used them all on multiple nails. Let's start with Simply Peel by Bliss Kiss. Those are the same people who make Bliss Kiss nail oil, go figure. So it's $12 a bottle for 15 milliliters. Not intended for internal consumption, but I was planning on eating it. It's a basic latex product, creamy, and it's got a lot of glitter. It has a pretty wide brush, so I have just a little bit of trouble getting it right in there. But in my experience using these products, you really want to fill in as much of the cuticle as you can, because that way you won't end up having to use that stupid angled eyeliner brush with acetone when you're done. So drying time says that it takes 1.5 to 2 minutes. But oh my god, it's sparkling! Look at the glitters. They sparkle when it's dry. Oh my god, I'm so distracted. I can't continue with this tutorial. They're so pretty. Oh yeah, I learned what not to do. When you get distracted by the glitter, I stuck my hands together, and then the latex sticks together. So don't do that. But if you do that, just take a pair of scissors and cut it apart. And don't do it again. Like I said, I'm using the Pop-tastic Pastel Neon Collection by Color Club. Just put it on my little sponge. It's a regular latex-free cosmetic foundation sponge from my local grocery store actually, but you can find these kinds of sponges anywhere that sells makeup. It's right about here that I started to realize this was probably a terrible choice of polishes to do for a gradient tutorial. 1, because they're really light, and 2, because I literally needed 4 or 5 coats to build them up to opacity. So side note, this collection is not really that efficient for gradients. So I just take a Q-tip and pull at the edge there. And if you just hook it under somehow and peel it around, it comes off in one big swipe. And that's what we want to see, folks. That's exactly what we want to see. Look at that glittery goodness. It's still glittering. It's still sparkly. There's so many sparkles. Oh yeah, back to what we're doing. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it works pretty well. And I don't see anything left on my nail at all. So that's awesome. So let me just explain my scoring system to you. I went with a scale of 1 to 6, 1 being the worst and 6 being the best. But instead of just arbitrarily giving each product a score on its own, like what would happen if I give everyone a 6, then who wins? I decided to rank them all after I used them and scored them relative to each other to force a ranking between them. Kinda like how they do it on 4 Weddings, the TV show on TLC or Slice. I can't remember. You ever seen that? No? Okay. I evaluated each peel-off product on 4 different performance indicators: cost, application, drying time, and effectiveness, as in how well it peeled off the messy stuff. Our first peel-off player to step up to the plate was Simply Peel. She scored a 3 out of a possible 6 for cost. Remember, that's $11.99 for 15 milliliters. A 5 out of a possible 6 for application. She went on so creamy and she glittered too. 4 out of a possible 6 for drying time, and 6 out of a possible 6 for effectiveness. That's right, folks. Simply Peel was my absolute favorite in terms of actually peeling off. And that's because she came off real thick, which is what we want, because we don't want to leave any stragglers. We don't want any little danglers. No danglers, please, thank you. Next up, we have the well-known Liquid Palisade by Kiesk. So it's 10 grams, which, is that the same thing as 10 milliliters? I don't know, I think so. Anyways, $22, what? She's got this purple shimmer to her, and she's got a really small, flexible brush, but it's still thick enough that it doesn't quite bend too much. You still want the brush to be sturdy enough that you can get right in there and the brush not fray all over you, right? The only drawback with this application is that it takes me a lot longer to cover my entire finger. So for people doing water marbles, this would probably be more annoying. So drying time says 2 to 3 minutes, and the actual drying time, 2.5 minutes. So I go in with my toothpick, and we got one nice peel. Yeah, feels good. So there's a couple little stragglers around the edges, but that's probably the result of me not putting the Liquid Palisade far enough on the sides of my fingers, which I blame the brush for, not me. And the scoreboard says cost at 1, because it's $22. Yeah, that's the most expensive I've seen for any of these products. So if you're rich, definitely buy this. And if you're an asshole, definitely buy this. Application, I gave it a 6, because I think this brush is the best for getting it closest to the nail and into the cuticle, so you don't get no gradient mess up in your cuticles. Drying time was pretty good, and effectiveness was also pretty awesome. Next up, we've got the Crystalline Nail Veil by Color for Nails. It's got 8 milliliters. It's $6, which is pretty cheap, so that's always good. And it's yellow. That's happy. It's got a super long brush. Reminds me of a striping brush. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's just a striping brush. I'm trying to put it on, but as you see, I'm kind of having challenges with this really long, flexible brush. It tends to bend a little too easy. It's not as stiff as the Liquid Palisade brush, for example. So I end up just having to use the side of the brush, which means that I won't do as good of a job at outlining my nail. So the directions say to let it dry for approximately 1 minute. Times 7, because it took me 7.5 minutes to wait for this happy yellow to turn dark, which kind of just reminds me of rotten pea. But anyways, that was annoying to wait 7.5 minutes, because I got better things to do. Like, I got hollow glitter polishes waiting to be made into a porno or something. So it's looking pretty good to peel off. It's all coming off in one piece, which is exactly what I like to see. Yeah, tiny little chance of strangler, but we got her, don't worry. Looks pretty good. There's a tiny piece of the yellow stuff left on my finger, but I'm okay with that. It's fine. So I'm gonna give this yellow Sunchild a 4 out of a possible 6 for cost, because she's pretty cheap, but not quite the cheapest. Stay tuned. And another 4 for application, because she went on thick enough, but the brush was long and flexy and annoying. A 3 for drying time, and then she got a 4 for effectiveness. So this is basic liquid latex that I bought off Amazon. I've heard quite a few nail artists doing this because it's a much cheaper option, because it's kind of like buying in bulk, and it's used for body latex painting or something like that. I got it off Amazon for $8-ish. And that's for 30 milliliters, so a lot cheaper if you do the math. And then I opened the bottle and what the fuck? Like, it's not liquid. No, this is not liquid latex. Hello? It's solid latex or marshmallows. I don't know what this is, but it's not what I thought it was. So yeah, I don't think I can use this. I'm sorry, guys. So because I can't use this, it's an automatic score of 1 across the board for this stupid product that I guess was all dried up. I don't even know, but I'm too lazy to contact the company because I got videos to make or something. Next up is a DIY method. So a lot of people just call this peel off base coat. It's basically just glue and water, and people will use it under glitter nail polish to take off glitter, but I've also seen people using it around their nails to peel off whatever it is you're peeling off your skin. So I followed Nail Decor's tutorial on how to make your own peel off base coat. And basically it's just Elmer's school glue. Remember that from school, arts and crafts? So you fill up 3/4 of an empty bottle that you cleaned out with glue, and then you fill up the last quarter with water. And no, I don't do heroin. This is just a liquid injection needle I got for my cat when she was sick. Yeah, I know, it was a very sad day for Benji. So just fill it up with water, put the cap on, and shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it. Okay, I'm done. So I'm putting it on, and it's really messy, and it reminds me of something I shouldn't say when 11-year-olds are listening. So there is no recommended drying time. So I just kind of waited and see how it went. But it took 9 minutes. After 7 minutes or so, I checked it, and it wasn't quite ready. So I poked at it at around 9 minutes, and I think it's ready. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it dries super clear, so it's hard to tell. So I start peeling it off, and yeah, I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. Oh my god, I'm having an anxiety attack. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to use acetone and a brush. I mean, like, what a mess. And for everyone who comments, it's just glue and water, when people are asking what the purple stuff is, you are wrong. You are so wrong. I mean, like, is this what you want on your nails? Is this what you want to clean up? I don't think so, because ain't nobody got time for this. And now we shall shame you, Elmer's glue. For cost, you get a 6, because fine, you're the cheapest of them all, whatever. That doesn't mean that you're the winner, okay? For application, you get a 3 because you're messy. As for drying time, you get a 1 because you took almost 10 minutes of my life. And effectiveness, you get a 3 because you suck. Next up, we've got Mess No More. It's $9.90. It's got 10 milliliters, and it's got a cow on it. It's got an applicator brush that's kind of like an eyeshadow brush, so it's spongy. And it's pink, which looks pretty. It's so pretty because it's pink. So I'm putting it on, and I'm noticing that it's really thin. Like, I don't even know if I'm covering my skin or not. Am I covering my skin? I don't know. And then I'm putting it in the corners and probably, yeah, definitely hitting my nail. I noticed that I have all these little pink fibers all over my skin and my nail. Like, the hell? Am I growing a pink fungus? I don't know. Anyways, I'm so not sure about this product that I put on another coat because I don't even know if it's done. Double up when you're not sure. It says it takes 2 minutes to dry, and it was actually dry in 1 minute. Who knew cows could be so fast? Oh, this does not look good. Oh no. Okay, yeah, so this reminds me a lot of peel off base coat. Make it yourself peel off base coat with glue. Except now I'm just mad that I had to paint my same nail 6 times. So I pull it off, and I've got a ton of crap around my cuticle. So I'm gonna need to whip out that angled eyeliner brush, which does not make me a happy kitty. And I noticed that my skin is kind of like pink. Yes, I know I'm really white and my skin is naturally pinkish, but I swear this product sort of stained my skin. So let's score the cow. I gave it a 2 for cost because it was actually the second most expensive when you do the math per milliliter. It got a 2 for application, which is the lowest of all of them because I had to give a 1 to the liquid latex that was not liquid. Got a 6 for drying time, which is the best because it did dry the fastest, and it actually dried in half the time that the instructions said it would dry. So there's that. Good job, cow. It gets a 2 for effectiveness of removal, which is like worse than I gave the peel off base coat because it left pink fibers on me, and I'm pretty sure my skin is pink. Okay, so I'm finally gonna put on top coat. And here's the finished product. Don't mind the stained skin. How do our 6 peel-off players measure up? I promised you a cost grid, so you can see no matter what the size of the product is, how much you're actually paying. So Liquid Palisade, for example, is $2.20 per milliliter. And as you go down the list, it gets cheaper per milliliter. Simply Peel is the only one of these products that comes with a larger bulk-sized option. It's about 4 times the size of the regular bottle at 60 milliliters, and it costs $30. But that works out to just under 50 cents a milliliter, which makes it the cheapest peel-off product actually designed for nails. The product with the highest score, which would mean the best score, is Simply Peel, coming in at 18. A humble second place is Liquid Palisade with just 1 less point. And I think if Liquid Palisade was half the price, then it would probably be a clear winner. But yeah, $22, that's like not pocket change. Then we've got the yellow nail veil thing, and then the Elmer's glue, and then the cow thing, and then the liquid latex, which shouldn't even get an 8, it should get a 0 because it wasn't even liquid. I hope you guys have found this somewhat helpful in informing your decision of which peel-off product you should buy, if any. And my overall conclusion would be that yes, you should buy one because peel-off base DIY glue sucks. Links to all the products and where to buy them are in the YouTube description box below. And leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. And maybe I'm the only one who has a pink cow stain on her finger, I'm not sure. Thanks for watching!